Um, little bit of unfortunate news to report. The United States has just had 2 mass shootings within 13 hours of each other. And a lot of people are gonna say, hey, we need to ban assault weapons, we need to get Trump out of office, ban guns, buy them back, yada yada yada. My personal take, and if you've been watching some of my videos, you know that I am a Donald Trump supporting conservative. I'm against gun control. My personal take, and I don't want to seem like a very heartless individual, because trust me, I agree. They're completely horrible, they're devastating. I wish that, we could just get rid of mass shootings, but it's not that easy. To those people who think that banning guns or enacting gun control is going to save lives, I'm just going to ask, why? How is gun control going to save anyone? Confiscating law-abiding citizens' firearms is not going to do anything but limit the people's option to protect themselves by being able to choose the firearm for their personal needs. So, would gun control have stopped this? I don't think so. I'm doing a YouTube stream. Here, sorry about that. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me why people think that confiscating my guns is gonna do a whole lot. I'm gonna go into a party real quick so that I don't have to worry about other people in the lobby hearing what I'm saying, like in my squads. Anyways. Yes, I have a soda can. But don't sit there and just talk about banning AR-15s. That's not gonna save anyone. People out there are gonna say that, AR-15s are the most deadly firearm. That's not true by any means. I do support better background checks. Maybe waiting periods, but that's debatable. This nonsense, it does need to stop. I do wish that all this would stop. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to. And I think that the only way to prevent mass shootings from even happening is to have never introduced guns in the first place. That being said, in the United States, in our Constitution, people have the right to keep and bear arms. And I do support this right. I'm that one kid in my school who's always causing troubles because I'm that one conservative Trump supporter. I gotta admit, that business earlier was freaking hilarious. Just being the dumbass that I am, I party so other people can see me that were my squad. Anyways. Yeah, don't push for gun control. So many people think that if we just get rid of AR-15s, so-called assault weapons, that we'll all be safer. Firearms being divided equally between good and bad. There's no good or bad firearms. They're gonna do what you drive them to do. You know, I mean, California's gun logic is they're not okay with 30-round magazines, but they're okay with someone getting shot with a pump-action shotgun. I don't understand the sense to that. If a mass shooting happens with a pump-action shotgun, no one pays any mind about it. But if it's an AR-15, everyone's all over it. It's because the liberal media, like CNN, like to use this to push their agendas. And many people think that, hey, these victims are motivated to show their faces on camera. Well, what I think it is that CNN is going to places and saying, you know, hey, we need to shove our microphones in these kids' faces so that we can use those kids to push our agenda. It's BS. The whole reason I went out there for a second was because I was inviting the kid that, you know, I just joined. Come into my party. As a matter of fact, he would have his own opinion on all this, because he's about as politically engaged as I am. Hey, I'm doing a stream.
Oh, nice. You're doing a stream.
Except I am talking about the 2 mass shootings that just happened within 13 hours of each other. Donald Trump and gun control.
Anyway,
but anyways,
yeah,
there are several Democratic senators out there, Eric Swalwell, Bernie Sanders, you know, Omar, that fucking Muslim chick in Congress. You know, they all want Trump out of office. They all say that confiscating so-called assault weapons is going to save everyone. That's not going to save anyone.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to give away too much personal information, but I live in Kansas. And in Kansas we have incredibly loose gun laws, but yet our crime rate with firearms is below 1%.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, me and Mark here always stirring shit up with our teachers because they're anti-gun, liberal
Anyway,
bodies.
to keep you updated, apparently, you know Kelly, right? A friend.
Yeah.
You know how he went through that IOP shit thing?
Oh.
You know how Kelly went through the IOP shit?
Yeah.
They put me back in there. I got an appointment in the facility, and yeah, I'm back in the IOP thing. It's like a therapy session about 3 hours long from Monday to Thursday, and I hated it because, number one, they're extremely liberal. Oh, in that place there is no such thing as a gender. They do not believe in genders.
Say what now?
Those liberals, idiots of the facility, do not believe in genders.
You know, in California, it's now illegal. You know the manholes in the ground?
Okay.
It's now, in California, it's now illegal to call them manholes.
Wow.
California's a fucked up state. If you live in California, I'm gonna pray for you because you're in a shithole state, but
If I live in California, I'll try to collect as many guns as I can. I want in
But
guns.
has anyone out there ever heard of the ridiculous compromises that California is trying to make for AR-15s? So on a basic AR-15 in Kansas, you've got a flash hider, pistol grip, and adjustable stock. And you can still take your mag out like an American. One press of a button drops the mag out, then you can put another one in and reload the gun.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier.
In California, they've made compromises for this. So if you want to have that adjustable stock, pistol grip, and flash hider, you've got to do, I think it's called break open action. But anyways, it's where you have to pull the rear takedown pin, open the gun up, and then press a button. That's, that kind of goes to the interior of the rifle to drop the mag out. But if you don't really care about your adjustable stock pistol grip or flash hider, then they put a wrap on the pistol grip that makes it where you can't get your thumb all the way around it, so it's no longer considered a pistol grip. You can have a muzzle brake, but no flash hider. And then they put mag pull fixed stocks on them that are not adjustable. And then you can take your mag out like an American. They make the dumbest compromises. And they're not logical. I mean, Eric Swalwell, who's running for president, said, you know, keep your shotguns, keep your pistols, and keep your rifles, but we're getting these assault weapons off of our streets. What is an assault weapon? What is it? Like, define it.
Yeah, I'm here with my FPG, and according to this game, the logic of the video, it says that the STG-44 was the first assault rifle ever made.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the term assault weapon or assault rifle. They do mean two different things. Assault weapons, that's a completely made up liberal politician term. And just remember, when these legislators are trying to make your gun laws, the closest that these people have ever come to actually getting a firearm is often when they're down at Dick's Sporting Goods getting their parabolics for Aspen. Anyways, a lot of these people, first off, one of the mass shootings was actually a hate crime against Latinos. And so basically, the asshat went in there with an AK-47, with a Wasser 10 specifically, and killed 20 innocent people for no good fucking reason, just because he's a racist cocksucker. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. And then the media goes nuts on this because the guy was an admitted Trump supporter. CNN is now going after Trump, saying that he's the one who's at fault for the mass shooting.
Hey, anyway, I'm going upstairs and I turn the mic up.
But how is it Donald Trump's fault? You know, people always say, the KKK endorses Trump, so therefore he's racist. If they support him, does that mean that he supports them back?
I'm in the basement, I'm in the basement and it's fucking freezing.
But why are you in the basement?
Because my family members were supposed to stay in the house, but they did not, so we moved everything downstairs, so tomorrow we're gonna put everything the way back where before, so we're pretty much
better
5 family members,
yes.
I tell you.
I about said you better get your ass on yesterday. You better get on tomorrow.
Anyway, I'm going to your stream.
But I'm so sick of CNN using this to push their liberal agenda.
I am going to...
There's an 18-year-old that's trying to sue Dick's Sporting Goods over their gun policies. You have to be 21 years of age to purchase a weapon at Dick's Sporting Goods, or Dick's Sucking Goods as I like to call them. Because they're so unconstitutional, it's not even funny. And, like, they just come up with stupid compromises. There's no way to prevent this from happening. I hate to say it, but it's arming more citizens. People are going to think I'm a retard, but I stand for arming teachers and law-abiding citizens having the rights to guns.
And
That's
I
just,
died because...
that's just who I am.
So righty, once I go to IOP ban, this time I am not going to be a fake liberal. This is a Republican, and I'm going to train myself with Lolly so we can, like, you know, fight them. Training, you know what I mean by training.
Yeah.
I've been asking Lolly because Lolly gets bullied in Oregon Trail, and then Randy wants her to, like, I don't know, train or something to fight the bullies. And I need to train so I can fight the liberals.
Okay, first off, if anyone's a bully out there, you can just suck my dick. I don't fucking care about you. Go away. Just don't even talk to people if you're gonna fucking bully them. Okay, because you're the reason why so many people in this country commit suicide. Anyways, off of the bully conversation. But you watch, I can guarantee you that CNN is gonna have gun control debates and, oh, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did that. Stop blaming the guy for everything. He's trying to do his job.
Yeah. Hey Riley, I found a way how you can go dark mode in real life. Just use a rope. You get the joke?
Yeah, and put it on a tree.
Yeah, like, you know how phones sometimes have like a dark mode thing where you can change the light color so it's like more black for night time. Well, there is a way how you can go dark, and that's by using a rope. By hanging yourself in a rope, and that's how you activate dark mode in live. I saw, by the way, that joke was not mine. It actually belongs to Meme Lane, which is a YouTube channel about memes and stuff. So I'm done using the store nurse, so I don't know, German, and I'm gonna be using the STG for a while because I want to unlock more stuff to it, you know, customization, design. I love this gun for a passion, and I got knocked out at the very last second. I'm not dead though, so.
Okay, good. Both of us made it home. Anyways, if you hear some crunching in the headset, it's because I have a bunch of potato chips right here. I did not hardly eat on that camping trip at all. I just did not feel like it. But anyways, with school starting up soon, in less than 2 weeks, I am definitely preparing to start a micro civil war inside my school, because they have done nothing but criticize me and try to debate with me. My father's been threatening a lawsuit against them. It's going to hell.
You say you barely ate nothing at all.
I had like a tomato, maybe some Oreos, and some eggs and bacon. That was it.
Oh, okay. That's just off an entire trip, or just one day?
The entire trip. I just unlocked a new sniper rifle. Anyways.
I'll be using the STG. Why not unlock more
what's
stuff?
hilarious to me is, being the dipshit that he is, Joe Biden made possibly one of the most retarded statements I've ever heard. He said, you know, no one needs 3 rounds to protect themselves, so buy a shotgun. What do you think a shotgun is going to do when you toss some buckshot down the hallway? That's at least 50 pellets going down the hallway. And he says, you know, no one's taking my shotgun. Well, I mean, yeah, because, you know, the bullies, you know, people and all those people out there that just want to hurt your feelings and attack you, they're definitely going to be emotionally stunned by your thoughts and feelings going down that hallway. And actually, something in the news just recently, there were like 5 guys that were on death row for like 20 years, and Trump finally had an order that had them put down. He finally signed it because he was sick of wasting taxpayer money to keep them in there, and now CNN is going after him for it. Okay, first off, if there's anyone in here that watches CNN, that ever watches one of my videos, just go away, unsub. I don't even want you on my channel. That's how this is. I'm not gonna have any freaking anti-Trump, pro-abortion CNN viewers on my channel. Yeah, this neighborhood's not what it used to be. It's all these fucking Mexicans coming in here. They need to build that wall. Hell, they should build 2 of them while they're at it. Fuck those Canadians. Those are the words of Bruce do in a video. Oh, jeez. We have a tank here, I don't know what. Ah!
It just blew us, dude.
What's Lale doing? Because normally she's like the first one that starts watching my stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I did saw my aunt upstairs, the one that fucking calls me a fat ass like all the time, probably.
Tell her I said go fuck yourself.
I know she's a hardcore liberal.
But like this school will freaking attack me for anything. I'm wearing an AR-15 shirt. Go take it off and switch it inside out. I'm wearing a Trump 2020 shirt. Go take that off, or you know, switch it inside out so we can't see it. You know, I'm trying to write a story. You know, a little fan fiction type story. Well, you see, we think that you're trying to encourage violence with this. And one day, one of my best friends, Kelly, and this poor kid, his parents are not teaching him anything about sexual education, and we're fucking teenagers, so that's stupid. We're about the age that kids are gonna start losing their virginities, unless you want to be a criminal, but... Anyways, he was asking a bunch of questions. You know, things like that, and... according to the counselor at our school, Miss Cook, and God, I fucking hate this lady. She was going to great lengths to get us in trouble for it, because apparently, even though I hadn't been hearing it, apparently other kids had been going around copying a lot of the things that we were saying, and that's more fake than anything on CNN. God damn, man, this entire video has just been an attack on CNN.
So be it. So that fan fiction of yours. Still, what?
I haven't written anything. I didn't write anything that entire freaking camping trip, man. I just didn't feel it. Now I gotta tell you, my dad did make friends with an ass. He made friends with a donkey. Not an actual rear end, but... I mean, hell, the Democratic Party is assholes. That's why their frickin' political party symbol's a donkey.
Riley. So, I don't know when this whole IOP is gonna start, but it is said going to the White House. I broke in and killed someone.
We're going to the White House. We gotta save President Trump.
Ah, shit, you've been knocked down. Anyway, we should camp here. In that case, I'm giving an order.
Yes, we know. You guys can spam us in the comment section. We know. We're campers. We know we're trash. We know everything, okay? You don't have to sit there and, oh, you guys camp. Yeah, yeah.
True. Yeah.
Okay, I know that I'm crap at this game. Okay? I know. Trust me. Okay? Okay. By the way, you know how many numerous times I heard the term "I'm starving" when I was out there?
Oh, what the fuck?
So many people used it, and 98% of them were obese as hell.
Could you tell them that... Did you tell them that they look like they could feed a whole African family?
Yeah.
You should tell them that. If I see an obese person saying that phrase, I'm gonna I'll probably tell them. I'll probably tell you look like you could feed a whole African family.
But like,
Then again,
okay, the number one
obesity-
thing that really frustrated me, and for those of you who have dirty minds, this might seem wrong on some level. So basically, one of my classmates, Lexi, and me were sitting at the table at lunch next to each other. And, you know, I used to hang out with her all the time. And now I don't think she wants anything to do with me, but... fuck me. Anyways. She told me how she really doesn't have much of a gag reflex. And, you know, I was like, prove it. She takes two of my fingers. Yes, she takes two of my fingers and shoves them all the way down her freaking throat. And pulls them out in like 3 seconds. And I'm sitting there trying to wipe my fingers off from the saliva that she just got on them. But anyways, we were sitting there talking about it at the lunch table, hoping to get a few laughs out of our classmates. And apparently, according to the counselor, me sticking my fingers down her throat, well, mostly her sticking my fingers down her throat, is somehow sexual.
Okay, who's the asshole?
I'm hardly paying attention. I'm kind of how the fuck did we get so off track? Anyways, we went from talking about 2 mass shootings, the president, and bashing CNN constantly to talking about how shitty our school is. Anyways, back onto the actual conversation that was supposed to be here.
Enemies.
Yeah.
Enemies.
If you watch CNN, just get the fuck off my channel. I don't want anything to do with you. My dad can't even listen to CNN. Pisses him off. I mean, I got yelled at by the art teacher that we used to have. I'm not gonna say her name because I feel like maybe that's a little bit too much detail, even though I hated the bitch. I got in trouble once for saying negro in her class because I guess we don't use racism in my class.
Ah, fuck, behind me. Guy stabbed me to death. That's the dude.
But what was going on was I was bored, and I was just sitting there with Kelly and the kid Mark that you're hearing and seeing with me. I was just sitting there, and I was bored, so I was looking at crayons and reading all the colors off of them and trying to pronounce the other languages. And on the black crayon, it says negro on it, you know, for Spanish speakers, which, who the hell?
It's me. I'm obviously speak Spanish for a fact. And yeah, negro means black.
But anyways, I say negro, and she's like, excuse me! We don't use racism in my class. And a few months prior to this, I was working on something for the Civil War, like a class project. So I drew a Confederate flag on a piece of paper, and she takes it away and sends it to the office. Again, saying that I'm trying to support racism. The Confederate flag is not a sign of slavery and racism, it's a sign of the Confederate States of America. And to these people that are tearing down Confederate statues, that just pisses me off to no end. You're tearing down a piece of our history, jackass.
I have a Confederate flag on me, and I do not feel that like leaving it alone. Okay. Cause got him. Anyway, I have a Confederate flag on me that I bought 2.5 years ago in a garage sale. I have it on me right now. I've been laying on my chest and everything.
One day I was sitting in the gym with my teacher.
I do not regret ever buying a Confederate flag out of a garage sale.
But I was sitting there next to my teacher in the gym, and I'm sitting here talking to Mark about all the bullshit that CNN is going over, and eventually, because people are saying that Trump's America is headed towards a second civil war, and that he's being the cause of it, and I was talking about how every single news source... was talking about this Civil War event, and at one point, and this is a teacher that I would always debate with, because she's pro-Hillary, anti-Trump, and I'm anti-Hillary, pro-Trump. She ends up, I guess she overheard my conversation with them, and I was talking about, you know, CNN and Fox News, and she's like, CNN hasn't been reporting on that. I'm like, wait, what? I follow CNN. My first reaction in my head was, oh, so that's why you're fucking stupid as shit. Your mic just lagged like crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, have a Confederate. Anyway, I have this old Confederate that I found fun. Oh, I bought it out of a garage sale and I never regret buying that. Riley, when I bought this, I never knew about the Confederacy, and I have kept it because I know it has to do something with history. I just got 2 kills out of nowhere. And I see the asshole that tried to kill me earlier.
And what's absolutely just hilarious to me is that these same people who are saying how Donald Trump is such a racist is the same exact political party that founded the Ku Klux Klan and fought to keep slaves and segregation.
Yeah, school starts in about half weeks. I have doing there. I have so many insecurities right now about school.
And this is what a lot of people do disagree with me on. I don't believe in white privilege or male privilege. I believe that it is a choice to be gay. I don't believe that people are fucking born that way, because fucking prove it. And then the number one thing that almost everyone disagrees with me on is that I don't think that humans are the prime source of global warming. That's the first time that I actually ever got into a debate with a teacher before, I cannot say, this was probably the teacher that we hated the most. I mean, we hate pretty much all the teachers there, except for like 1 or 2. Well, that's because the 1 or 2 that we actually get along with are conservative. Well, one's a para and one's a teacher. But anyways, as soon as I walk in, she's like, we're going to be talking about global warming. And I just talk over to my friends, you know, global warming is... global warming. Yeah, global warming is such a myth. Global warming is such a myth. That's what I said. And she's like, no it's not. There's no need, you know, we've had scientific studies. And then she proceeds to email my dad this following day saying how I need to keep my extremist views to myself.
How is that extremist real?
Our country is so divided right now, it's not even funny.
I mean, a civil war has a fucking high chance of breaking in.
By the way, one more thing. Hey, Antifa, go fuck yourself. Anyways, continue. Riley, even one of my favorite YouTubers, Drew Donald, said something about the second American Civil War happening right now. Well, not right now. He kind of showed a map of what it might look like. Shit, they're like a shit ton of Republicans are gonna win. That's all I'm saying. But
so Drew Donald did this video about how we had real life battle royales, like back in the World War II could be considered a battle royale because they were like, you know how World War II was kind of like.
Yeah. But anyways, back onto the topic that we should have been on, man. We just got fucking way off topic. I mean, that's like 20 minutes of us just spatting about how shitty our school is. But at the end of this video, he shows a map of all the Republican and liberal counties in the U.S. and it kind of looks like a battle royale scenario, because he at the end said that we might be close to a new battle royale, and it just shows the map of the U.S. divided by liberal and Republican. So yeah, we might. There was a even Ham said something about this civil war. So yeah, we all know that U.S. is going to collapse. Well, not really. I meant that thing going in a civil war. Well, yeah. But, anyways, here's what really pisses me off. So, liberals are anti-gun. What's up? Liberals are anti-gun and pro-immigration. And this really doesn't have anything to do with immigration. I don't even know why I just said that. But anyways, I was watching a CNN video earlier. Again, more hate towards CNN, but they deserve it. And this kid was saying how Republicans are constantly bashing Antifa for being violent, but yet they're going and shooting places up like this. To my recollection, well, actually 2 mass shootings that we've had were done by admitted Muslim terrorists.
It's the Muslims.
Oh, but no one wants to talk about who we're letting into our country. And then, Las Vegas, everyone remembers Las Vegas. You know, in October, deadliest mass shooting in United States history, 58 people dead. Like 250 plus wounded. And this was done by an admitted Democrat! No one wants to pay any serious eye to that. His political party doesn't matter. Oh, but yet when it's this guy, and it's a Trump supporter, oh my god. Why would Trump inspire violence like this? You know what really grinds my gears?
Liberals.
When people are ignorant as fuck and have no clue what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, ignorant people. Relatable. We all know.
Not to mention, one more thing about our school, and I think this would pretty much just set off a freaking alarm in anyone's ears, is that one of the staff members, one of the paras that works with me, thinks that we need to sit down and make peace with ISIS.
I got bullshit on that one. Not even I would.
And there are people in our school who think that we should let in members of ISIS because it spreads multiculturalism.
US is already multicultural. We have people from everywhere.
And I am sick of people blaming Trump for what Obama did. Like the travel ban, when people say he's racist against Muslims because he had the travel ban. For one thing, no, it wasn't a ban against Muslims. It was a ban against terrorist-prone countries. Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Somalia, you know, Libya, places like that. I'm not...
And
well,
North Korea
I mean, North Korea pretty much has a travel ban for anywhere, but...
Yeah,
and Iran retaliated in possibly the dumbest way possible by making it to where Americans couldn't go to Iran, which, oh my god, my feelings are so hurt. By the way, you have a bunch, and I mean like an entire platoon of enemies headed your way.
I know!
There's like 20 of them down there.
I know.
But even then, that was actually a Barack Obama signed bill. Obama signed that, Trump just re-signed it.
We all know that Obama was one of the worst presidents in the US history.
Trump was not the first one to propose a wall, so why does everyone say that Trump's most famous thing is building a wall? Yeah, he ran on that because he wants to stop illegal immigration, and I'm not a wall supporter. Just so y'all know, I don't support the wall. I like what he's trying to do with it. I like trying to stop illegal immigration, but I think it's going to be way too costly, and those fucking cockroaches are still going to find a way over. YouTube's going to freaking ban me soon, man. I can tell. They're going to think I'm being racist and everything.
They are going to.
They're going to freaking ban me soon. All the freaking niggers that we've used, and all the shit against CNN and Mexicans and undocumented immigrants and Syrians and just everything. Again, I really don't give a rat's ass if I get banned or not, because this YouTube channel doesn't mean shit to me. Until Until I'm in the thousands in terms of subscribers, I don't really give a shit. Which again, that's never gonna happen, but...
Yeah, there's no way you're getting 1,000 subscribers.
Back to CNN. The
I don't know how many...
communist news network, or the clown news network, as Mark Dice would call it. By the way, if you guys haven't watched Mark Dice, you guys gotta go check him out. He is freaking hilarious. There was a video of one of the CNN reporters, Jim Acosta, who's always getting into banters with Trump. And Mark Dice goes over there. I about said Mark Cruz goes over there. Mark Dice goes over there and starts hassling him. He's like, you know, hey Jim, how you doing? Hey Jim, hey Jim Acosta. Sitting over there, intentionally trying to annoy the hell out of him and saying, you know, hey, I think you owe me an apology for saying that I make all my videos in my mom's basement. I make them in the kitchen, Jim. And this CNN reporter would come up with the dumbest fucking comebacks. You've got like 6 minutes left, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out I can play PlayStation as much as I want, but unfortunately Mark Cruz here has a time in which he needs to turn his PlayStation off.
Yeah. I'll still be on the stream,
okay, first
though.
off, who is freaking shooting at us? You?
Some guy camping.
Just need to die. Oh yeah, he knows I got a freaking sniper. What? Can someone remind me why I'm trying to sit out in the open while I'm actively getting shot at by someone? But like, again, watch who you're letting into your country also. Omar Mateen was a member of ISIS and was reported cheering on 9/11. And yet we still let him freaking live in our country. See, this is what President Trump is trying to say. You can love our country or you can get out. That's the bottom line. You can either love our country or you can leave. You're not happy here? Pack up your shit and go. That's not racist, that's just being truthful. Racism is when he says, you know, I don't want these niggers in my country. I don't want these beaners in my country. I don't want these white crackers in my country. That's racism. But don't let someone into your country that you know is a terrorist or is related to terrorists. Not to mention, 90% of these mass shooters shouldn't even be passing background checks. Well, I mean, a lot of them didn't get their weapons entirely legally. Sandy Hoax, supposedly that shooter, got his guns through killing his mother and then taking them from her. The Columbine shooters, they got a friend to buy their guns for them and then he transferred it to them, which was illegal. Oh, and by the way, did I mention that Columbine happened in the assault weapons ban? Yeah, our nation has already had an assault weapons ban. That was proven statistically to have had no effect on crime rates. And my god, I am so trash with my aim when I'm not focusing. I fired freaking 6 shots at this guy that's sitting right in front of me, and I hit maybe 2 of them at the most. I think I just hit 1, but I might have hit 2.
Well, I spawned on your beacon. That's pretty useful, I guess.
But anyways,
got, like,
this ban had no
minutes
effects
left.
on crime rate whatsoever, and the Columbine massacre happened within that ban. And they say that mass murder cannot be done with anything but assault weapons. Virginia Tech, a shooting that killed 32 people, was 2 handguns. Virginia Tech was handguns. Let me think of other. Columbine was done with 2 pistol caliber weapons, one being a pistol, the other one being a pistol caliber carbine. Those beacons make weird sounds.
I mean, it is a 1940s weekend thing, and I hear a big one coming.
Yeah.
I would, if
Get
I was that
underground! Dude!
Yeah.
He definitely had that place somewhere nearby.
And look, he kind of got like a shit ton of kills.
Yeah, he got like
I remember
six people.
While you were gone, I used to be one, and I killed like 7 people with it. I had 32 kills in that match. Well, actually, there were 30. The rest was just by using my rifle. Fuck. But yeah.
My dad almost bought one of these, the
be...
rifle that I'm carrying right now. He almost bought one at a pawn shop one day. He thought it was the coolest gun he'd ever seen. That's another reason why I'm not going to push for gun control. I'm a gun owner myself. Yes, my collection involves an AR-15 and an AK-47. But do I use those guns for harm? No, I don't. I innocently go to gun ranges with my father. My father and me are kind of opposites in terms of guns. He likes wood and metal in his guns. I like these evil assault weapons that are only made for killing people. The ones that can level entire planets. You know, like those assault rifle 15s.
Oh shit, get on the ground.
Oh jeez! Or the Type 56 baby aborters. Or what about those Scar heavies that can just dominate entire cities with these 30 and 20 round magazine clips?
It's 9:59.
Yeah, should probably turn this off soon. Then I'm gonna be stuck in here surviving by myself.
I do not want to leave you though.
I'm just gonna put the fucking beacon down here because that radio shit up there is getting annoying as hell. Okay,
anyway, tomorrow I'll get on at 1. You know, there are enemies coming in. That's fucking ready.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of enemies coming.
I close the door.
Got one with a headshot. Oh jeez, one's shooting at us. Hold the door. Ah! No!
Anyway.
No!
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you should probably turn this off.
I'll get on tomorrow at 1. I just hope you're there by then.
Probably will. Yeah, my dad wants me getting on a normal sleep schedule now that school's coming up.
Oh, that's what my mom's been wanting to. Anyway. And oh, my phone is dead. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait for it to charge if you want me on streaming. And I go now.
This stream turned from Donald Trump supporting and talking about what bullshit gun control is to being about how shitty our school is and how much we hate liberals. That's all that this has been about. Oh fuck, my eye hurts.
We have lost objective data.
And to the 20 people that watch my videos, comment down below, if you could have one free firearm, would it be a pistol, rifle, or a shotgun? For me personally, it would be an AR-15, so a rifle. Sitting here struggling for life with a frickin' sniper rifle. That's another thing that kind of irritates me, when people have regular bolt-action rifles that they refer to as either hunting rifles or sniper rifles. Because there are so many varieties of weapons out there that can be used for hunting, not just rifles. So what would you call a shotgun? A hunting shotgun? we're about to get hit with a B1. Oh, there it is.
Objective Anton is lost.
Like, I mean, I was looking at a report the other day and it said some kid is behind bars accused of gunning down his dad with a hunting rifle. And I'm sitting here listening to this news report and I'm like, really, lady? Like, really? Are you that stupid? Hunting rifle? Like that. Terms such as hunting rifle, assault weapon, and a sniper rifle, those terms usually get to me. First off, assault rifles are actually a real thing. It is a select fire weapon such as an M16 or an M4 carbine. Well, M4 carbine's not a rifle, it's a carbine, but anyways, these guns have select fire capabilities, so they're able to go into fully automatic. Those are assault rifles. But AR-15s and civilian AK-47s, those are not assault rifles. And everyone says that the AR-15 and AK-47 are weapons of war, so therefore we don't need them. The AK-47s that are available on the civilian market are technically not AKs at all. They're Romanian Wasser 10s and freaking rip-offs like that. You know, American-made AKs, which aren't really AK-47s, but... And the AR-15 has never been used in war. They're getting it confused with the M16 and M4. But I cannot stand listening. I mean, again, just the other day, you know, and I was recording the audio around Mark, you know, it kind of triggered him too. It was talking about a gun store robbery that just recently happened. I think about the gun store robberies might be linked to the mass shootings. But, anyways, you know, mass shooters typically don't get their guns legally. A lot of them do get them from the black market and sometimes gun store robberies, but the reporter was sitting there saying, you know, these robbers were taking things off the shelves, taking handguns out of the racks, and even taking a few assault rifles off the wall. Like, you mean modern sporting rifles? And then when she shows the wall, it's got like a CZ Scorpion pistol on it, an AR-10, DPMS Oracle. And you know, a lot of people are gonna say, you know, hey, gun control doesn't work, what about Australia? You cannot compare Australia to the US because the population difference is so massive. You know, it'd be just like if I tried to compare Chicago to New Hampshire. Because Chicago has rampant gun violence. But incredibly strict gun laws. While Vermont and New Hampshire, for example, have some of the least restrictive gun laws in the country and very, very, very low gun crime rates. But you cannot compare the two. You cannot compare Vermont or New Hampshire to Chicago because the population difference is massive. There are millions living in Chicago.
and hold the objectives, as many as possible.
Fuck, dude, I have ADHD, so sometimes it's hard to think. First off, how am I able to run on this ice? Whatever.
Objective Emil is now ours. We have taken objective Friedrich.
I think that as soon as the stream hits 1 hour, I'm gonna turn it off. Because otherwise, I'm going to start bantering about more shit that has nothing to do with Trump gun control. Or the mass shootings that just happened. I tried to explain those things as much as possible. I know I kind of got off track a little bit there talking about CNN and how much I hate liberals and my fucking school and everything. Sorry about that, I deeply apologize. And I apologize for the trash gameplay that you're having to watch of myself going 1 in 10. Again, I know that I'm not great. A lot of people are gonna say stick to Call of Duty. Fuck Call of Duty, man. That's worse. I'm gonna go fucking play Call of Duty. You know, Battlefield players such as myself sometimes look down on COD. The fish and the game. I could have just swore that one of my teammates was sitting over here dancing around with a freaking enemy. I think maybe I'm just seeing shit now, but... Oh shit! Was that the enemy that maybe I'd seen him dancing around with? He kind of reminds me with, you know, that uniform that my teammate was wearing when he died. That reminds me of what Maya looks like in Borderlands 3. Because it kind of had a kind of hoodie on and everything like that.
We have lost objective Friedrich. Secure the enemy objectives. They are taking the upper hand. Objective Cobra is ours.
But anyways, here in about 40 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one off. Let's go ahead and finish off the stream with some good old-fashioned Blitzkrieg. Let's do some Blitzkrieg style bombing. I want them to hear those sirens. Wow. Oh, great. Come on, buddy. Get close to the water. Oftentimes, if I get my plane down to, like, yeah, once I die here, I'm gonna turn this off. Come on, buddy. See ya, bitch! What a way to go out. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.